Welcome to the first video of 2023 on my channel. First of all, wishing you a very prosperous new year. May the upcoming year will be filled with success and wealth. And may your Amazon KDP business grow bigger and stronger each day. If you followed my channel last year, I published monthly niche ideas videos each month to show you the profitable niches for the coming months. I will continue to share monthly niche ideas and important dates with you this year, but I want to make a difference. Instead of publishing monthly, I will make niche ideas videos quarterly in 2023. It means that you will find the niche ideas and important dates for the coming 3 months in these videos. So you will have more time to create content about these niches and important dates. As you all know, when we write something down, especially longhand, then we are more committed to it. Therefore, I prepared an e-commerce calendar in PDF format to save you some time. After downloading this calendar, you can print it out and write your KDP business flow on it. I think it will help you stick to your commitments for the coming niches, which I will mention in my quarterly niche ideas videos. The link for the e-commerce calendar is below in the description. Also, I will make question and answer videos related to Amazon KDP this year. Therefore, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to write them below in the comment section of this video. If I know the answer, I will reply to them either in the comment sections or at the end of the next video. So, let's get started with quarter 1. A quarter refers to 1/4 of a year, and quarter 1 corresponds to January, February, and March of the year. First of all, I want to show you 2 different graphics to let you better understand the seasonality of Amazon. If you check the first graphic of Amazon's net revenues, you see that Q1s always have the lowest revenue of the year. However, it doesn't mean that your income will also reduce during Q1. I know that some people make more money in Q1 compared to Q4 because every one of you is working on different niches and has a different level of skills in keyword research, design, listing, marketing, and so on. Thus, each of you will have different results for sure. And the second graphic is about monthly visits to Amazon. As you see here, also be aware that visits to Amazon will drop after December. February has 28 days, that's why it looks having the lowest traffic. But if we assume that each month has the same number of days, I can say that the traffic will be roughly 15% less during Q1 months compared to December. And there is no doubt that the buying intent will be less compared to Q4. Therefore, if you want to increase your income or keep it at least stable, you have to generate some extra sales with the right niches during Q1. Let's start with January. As I mentioned in my previous video, when it comes to New Year, planners are the first type of low content book that come to our minds. As you see on the Google Trends, the peak points were around the first week of January in the last years. So, if you manage to rank some of your planners on the first pages of search results so far, you can expect to have more sales in the first weeks of January. I already explained my thoughts about the basic planners in my last video. Therefore, I don't want to waste your time by repeating it. Another idea I mentioned in my last video was New Year's resolutions niches, like losing weight, quitting smoking, working out, and saving money. If you check the search term lose weight on Google Trends, you can see the peak points were at the beginning of January. And then the demand dropped in February, because according to some research, the average American abandons their New Year's resolution around these dates. Therefore, if you are still planning to make content about these niches, be aware of it. So, as you see, if you want to keep your income stable in the KDP business, you should always follow the seasonal trends and make your planning in advance. I hope the e-commerce calendar I mentioned at the beginning of this video will help you follow the trends in advance. Okay, let's check together now the important dates in January. National Sticker Day is celebrated on January 13 in honor of Stan Avery. He was born on that day in 1907 and invented the modern version of sticker in 1935. A promotional sticker company named Sticker Giant created National Sticker Day in 2015 to celebrate all the fun stickers bring to all ages. Most of the kids love stickers. Therefore, I think some parents will also look for sticker collecting books after seeing advertisements about stickers around National Sticker Day. Let's check Amazon to see if there are any KDP books for sticker collecting. Okay, let's search sticker collecting book on the Amazon search bar. I have to warn you that customers prefer reusable sticker books for this purpose. That's why when you check the titles of bestsellers, you see the keyword reusable. Reusable means that the pages are made of silicone-coated release paper that allows stickers to be placed and peeled easily. It is not something that we can offer for the moment with Amazon KDP. However, there are some KDP books in the search results, and they have surprisingly good BSRs and ratings. Let's check one of them. Okay, this book was published in April 2022. I'm curious about the customer reviews. Here they are. The first one says that not a traditional sticker book. Pages are not traditional sticker release paper, so stickers are permanent and not repositionable. Another one says, if you are looking for a sticker book with glossy pages, this is not it. On the other hand, another one says, perfect sticker keeper. Also, you can see here that most of the customers gave 5 stars for this book. Frankly, I am not interested in creating some books about this niche due to the paper issue. However, if this niche sounds interesting to you, do not forget to indicate in the description that it is not reusable to avoid any negative customer reviews like this. Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year is the biggest festival for Chinese people and many other people with other Asian heritage. At Lunar New Year, it's tradition to give a red envelope to your friends and family, especially to kids. These red envelopes are filled with money and they are usually given from older people to younger people and symbolize good wishes and luck for the new year ahead. In addition to red envelopes, small gifts are also exchanged between friends and families. And the Chinese population in the USA is more than 5 million. So if you can create interesting products for them, you can make extra money around these dates. By the way, each year is assigned one of the 12 traditional zodiac animals, and 2023 is the year of the rabbit. Creative Fabrica is a good source for Chinese New Year artworks to put on your covers and interiors. I will put a link below in the description, so you can check them in detail. Let's check on Amazon also what kind of books we can create for this niche. As you see, coloring books, journals with the Year of Rabbit designs, and some books with medium content about Chinese New Year are already selling well, and the BSRs will be better in the coming weeks. Also, remember that it is a 15-day festival, and this makes it a perfect seasonal niche as we have a chance to sell related products until the end of January. Super Bowl 57. The Super Bowl is the annual final playoff game of the NFL to determine the league champion. It is still the most popular sporting event in the USA, and the search volume proves it. The search term what time is the Super Bowl was searched more than 5 million times on February 12 last year. And this level of interest gives you a great opportunity to sell some football-related low-content books. That being said, you have to be very careful about the trademarks. Firstly, NFL trademarked the phrase Super Bowl. You can check here all the details. That's why Super Bowl commercials typically have a football team but don't say the name of the event. And Super Bowl isn't the only term that NFL has trademarked. Super Sunday, Game Day, Back to Football, First and Goal are all protected. You have to check in details on United States Patent and Trademark Office for the related classes. So if you are interested in creating some low content books about football, do not use the word Super Bowl or Super Sunday. Do not use specific team names. Do not use NFL logo or team logos on your covers and interiors. Do not use a football player's name. So what you can do? For your book cover designs, use generic football shapes. Use general football terms on your covers and interiors, but check any of them in advance. You may use numbers instead of player's name. As you see on Google Trends, football is a great niche because interest is evergreen during the NFL season. Therefore, I think taking advantage of increasing traffic by publishing activity books, word search puzzle books, coloring books, and even line notebooks about football before the big game is a good idea to make money in February. Valentine's Day is a day of romance and love. Lovers express their love with gifts on this special day. According to National Retail Federation's 2022 Valentine's Day Spending Survey, more than half of US consumers planned to celebrate the holiday last year, and the average expected spending was $175. Candy, greeting cards, and flowers remain the most popular gift items on Valentine's Day. Even though books and journals are not at the top list of gift choices for lovers, I know from my previous year's experience that it's a huge niche, and some KDP low-content publishers make a lot of money around this special day. Firstly, let's check on Google Trends to see when people start to search for Valentine's Day gifts. As you see, people started to search for Valentine's Day gifts mostly after the third week of January in the past. So, make your launching and marketing plans accordingly and try to make your book live around these dates. So, what kind of books are people searching for as Valentine's Day gifts? Let's go to Amazon's search box and type Valentine's Day. Then select Books category to see the suggestions. Okay, even though we don't know the exact search volumes of these keywords, both search volumes and competition must be very high for them. Therefore, we should better dig more to find low competition keywords. As I showed you in my keyword research video, start working through every possible variation of your keywords plus each letter of the alphabet to discover low competition keyword ideas. Each letter that you enter may return new suggestions of long tail keywords. By the way, if you haven't watched my keyword research video yet, I strongly recommend you watch it to understand better. Okay, so let's start with the letter A. Type Valentine's Day space A. Take a screenshot and record the new suggested keywords. Continue with the letter B. Type Valentine's Day space B. Take a screenshot and record the related keywords. Continue to do the alphabetical search by adding each letter to the end of this keyword phrase to see if you can find any long-tail keywords. In addition to research with the keyword Valentine's Day, you can type on Amazon search bar gift for boyfriend, gift for wife, or gift for husband, and then check the search results of each of them to see if there is any low content book type that you can create. Another idea to find different types of books for Valentine's Day is typing journal for couples on the Amazon search bar and then using the same methodology. I mean, adding each letter to the end of this search phrase. As an example, type journal for couples space B. As you see, we have some new suggestions. You can see on this chart the different book types I found for Valentine's Day after making all these steps. So you can stop the video now, take a screenshot, and check each of them in detail later. Think about the other search phrases that couples may use while searching for gifts for their lovers. Then add each letter of the alphabet to the end of this search phrase to find different ideas. I am sure that you can find more low competition keywords and low content book types with this method. My last words for Valentine's Day are: firstly, it's a very competitive niche, and you should better to have a budget for ads and your launching campaign. Secondly, do not expect to sell hundreds of copies of lined notebooks with simple red covers. Remember that people will buy your products as a gift, so there should be some added value. The quality of your cover and interior design should be very high to avoid customer disappointment with this special day gift. If you don't know how to design artwork for Valentine's Day, you can visit Creative Fabrica site and find many creative designs at affordable prices there. I will put a link to Creative Fabrica below in the description. By the way, in this video, I am just talking about the most important days of Q1 for KDP low content book publishing. There are also some other important dates in February. For example, Singles Awareness Day on February 15 and Love Your Pet Day on February 20. It is also possible to publish some low content books about them. You can see the other important dates and holidays on the Self-Publishing 201 e-commerce calendar that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. The download link is below in the description. Let's continue with March. International Women's Day is a global day celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. You can check on this site the theme of 2023. Also, you see the event pack here. You may use the purple color on your covers, but do not use or copy their logo. Just use this special day as an occasion that you can leverage to boost the sales of your books related to women. Let's check on Amazon to see which books are ranked currently for the search term Women's Day Gift. So, search Women's Day Gift in the books category. Okay, it seems that gratitude journals, prayer journals, and any journals with prompts for women can be a good idea for a gift around these dates. St. Patrick's Day commemorates St. Patrick and celebrates the heritage and culture of the Irish in general. It's a public holiday in the Republic of Ireland, but also widely celebrated in different countries like the USA. According to most Americans, it's a big party centered around wearing green and drinking alcohol. Let's check consumer plans for St. Patrick's Day on the National Retail Federation's website to understand the interest of people. As you see, more than half of the Americans planned to celebrate it last year. and their expected spending was around $42. People mostly spend money on food, beverages, apparel, and decorations for this day, and last year only 5 to 6% of them planned to spend on gifts. Let's check on Amazon to see which books are ranked for this niche by searching St. Patrick's Day gifts in the books category. Okay, it seems that some board books, coloring books, and word search books for kids can be a good idea as a gift for this special day. If you are planning to make some low-content books about St. Patrick's Day, you should better to use 3 symbols in your books. The first one is shamrocks. These are small 3-leaf plant pieces. The second one is the color green, because Ireland is covered in deep green grass and known as the Emerald Isle. And the third one is leprechauns. Leprechaun in Irish folklore, fairy in the form of a bearded old man dressed in green. Again, you can check on Creative Fabrica and similar sites for these symbols to use on your covers and interiors. I tried to explain the most important days of Q1 for low-content book publishing. However, as I told you before, there are also some other important days in Q1. You can see all these dates on Self-Publishing 201 e-commerce calendar. If you want to get prepared in advance for the important dates, download this calendar, print it out, and write down your daily schedule on it. You can stick to your commitments for the coming niches by doing this, so take my strong advice. The free download link is below in the description. When you download the calendar, please give me your feedback about it in the comment section of this video. It will help me to make it better for Q2. I hope this video was worth watching and it will help you increase your Amazon KDP income in Q1. If you think so, make sure to subscribe and like the video to support the channel. I will continue to make videos about Amazon KDP low content books. See you soon in the next video.